Welcome back. Today we'll be in search for Nevada State Historical Markers numbers 251 through 255. Let's go ahead and start off 434 miles northeast of Carson City in the little border town of Jackpot, located in Elko County, near the Idaho border. Located at the entrance to the parking lot of Cactus Pete's Casino will be our first marker in this series. So let's take a look at marker number 251, Diamondfield Jack Davis.
Diamondfield Jack Davis. This historical marker commemorates the lasting notoriety of flamboyant Western gunman Jackson Lee Davis, 1870-1949, who is better known by the colorful name Diamondfield Jack. As a young man, after unsuccessfully prospecting for diamonds in the nearby hills, Davis was jokingly called Diamondfield Jack, a nickname that he carried the rest of his life. In the late 1890s, Davis gained a measure of fame as a gunman for the cattle interests, including rancher John Sparks, who would later become a Nevada governor, that were attempting to restrict sheep ranchers from southern Idaho and northeastern Nevada rangelands. Following a sensational trial in 1896, Davis was convicted of murdering 2 sheep herders. He was sentenced to be hanged, even after others confessed to the murders. In 1902, Davis was finally pardoned for his crimes. He moved to the central Nevada mining towns of Tonopah and Goldfield, where he became a successful mine operator. He also helped fund several mining camps, including one called Diamondfield. In later years, he drifted into obscurity and died in Las Vegas in 1949 after being struck by a car. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 251.
Next, let's turn back around and drive back to Carson City. Located at 102 North Curry Street is the Donald W. Reynolds Press Center. Situated on the curb is a concrete block with a bronze plaque affixed to it. This is going to be marker number 252, Rinckel Mansion.
Rinckel Mansion. Completed in 1876, this palatial residence represents one of the finest and best preserved examples of high Victorian Italianate architecture remaining in the American West. Charles H. Jones, a French school designer, constructed the residence for Matthias Rinckel using European craftsmen. The mansion is constructed of pressed brick resting upon a sandstone ashlar foundation. The sandstone originated from the Nevada State Prison Quarry, the brick came from Carson Valley, and the knot-free lumber was obtained from the pine forests of Lake Tahoe. Rinckel, a German immigrant and pioneer Carson City merchant, accumulated a degree of wealth in the gold fields in the Feather River District of California from 1849 to 1859. He increased his fortune in mining at Virginia City during the city's infancy. In 1863, Rinckel settled in Carson City, where he engaged in livestock and butchering. As a successful merchant, he supplied the mining and timber districts surrounding Eagle Valley with meat. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 252.
Now, let's travel about 26.5 miles up to Reno. Located at the base of Rattlesnake Mountain, at the corner of Rio Poco Road and Creekside Circle, is the Donner Party Park, and our next marker, marker number 253, Immigrant Donner Camp. Immigrant Donner Camp. Upon entering the Truckee Meadows along the Truckee River, thousands of California-bound immigrants turned their wagons southwest to avoid extensive marshes and uncrossable sloughs. Here at the base of Rattlesnake Mountain, the immigrants established a campground which extended nearly 2 miles to the east and west, 1/2 mile north and south. Numerous local springs furnished quality water, and the protected location of the camp provided an ideal locale for a rest stop after hundreds of grueling miles spent traversing the Humboldt River Valley. Once rested, the immigrants turned west to face their major obstacle, the Sierra Nevadas. In October of 1846, the ill-fated Donner Party spent 5 days in this area, resting and grazing their weary animals. Plagued by a series of unfortunate incidences, one member of the party, William Pike, was accidentally shot, died, and was buried in the vicinity. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 253. Let's drive about 238 miles east now towards the town of Eureka. Located on the eastbound shoulder of US 50 and a quarter of a mile from State Route 278 is a large asphalt pullout. Located at the far left corner is going to be our next marker, marker number 254, the Eureka Mining District, producing ore since 1864. The Eureka Mining District, producing ore since 1864. In 1864, a group of prospectors from Austin, Nevada discovered rock containing a silver-lead mixture on Prospect Peak. Since then, miners have struggled to reach minerals deep within these hillsides of the Eureka Mining District, a vital part of Nevada's mining heritage and future. By 1878, the population of Eureka and nearby Ruby Hill was over 9,000. The Eureka mining district ranked as Nevada's second richest mineral producer. The Comstock ranked first. Ore veins of silver, lead, and other base materials were rich enough to justify enormous underground mine development and financial risk. Eureka's greatest production was from 1870 to 1890. By 1900, changing market conditions reduced demand for the district's materials. Many of the mines closed. A few smaller mines remained in operation until the 1920s, but it was nothing like the early days.
Revival of the Eureka mining district has recently occurred with the introduction of a mining technology called heap leaching. This method allows for profitable and more efficient processing of rock containing trace amounts of gold. Examples of old new mining operations can be seen from here. At the base of the hill is the heap leach pad and rock piles of a modern mining operation. Near the top of the hill is the Fad Shaft, a remnant of earlier mining days. The Fad Shaft. This area's last underground mining operation. A miner must have the greatest skill in his work that he may know what mountain or hill, what valley or plain can be prospected most profitably, or what he should leave alone. Agricola di Remetallica, 1556. Prospectors discovered the Fad claim in 1906 but did not start mining until the 1940s. Geological theory suggests that the ore existed 2,500 feet below the surface. From the 1940s to the 1960s, sporadic mining occurred at the shaft. Then at 2,465 feet, only 35 feet from their target, they encountered water. Flooding was so great that mining halted. The Fad closed a short time later. Ironically, the Fad Shaft, the last attempt at underground mining in the Eureka district, never produced any ore. Many hills around Eureka still contain rock piles, open shafts, and abandoned mining equipment. During Eureka's heyday, many head frames similar to the Fad dotted these hillsides. Most have since disappeared, leaving only a handful as reminders of the past. Modern gold mining. Heap leaching removes trace amounts of gold from rock that would have been considered worthless in mining days of old. The gold is so small that it can only be seen with a microscope. Gold-bearing rock is crushed into pebbles and heaped onto a thick plastic liner. A weak cyanide mixture dissolves the gold while gravity slowly leaches the gold-laden solution into collection tanks. Throughout history, mining has changed the landscape. Mining effects have changed as technology has advanced. Reclamation is now standard practice upon mine closure. Whether underground or surface, mining remains an important symbol of Nevada's heritage. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 254.
Our next marker finds us about 6 miles east of the small farming community of Smith in Lyon County. Located on State Route 208 next to the Walker River and the mouth of the canyon, we will find marker number 255, Wilson Canyon.
Wilson Canyon. Wilson Canyon and the Wilson Mining District were named for brothers David and Uncle Billy Wilson. David Wilson, born 1829, came west in 1850 during the California Gold Rush. He returned to the Midwest in 1853, married, and joined the Union Army at the outbreak of the Civil War. Wilson participated in at least one battle and was discharged with sunstroke. He then returned to the West. The Wilson family settled in the Wilson Canyon area in 1863, mining gold discovered in Pine Grove by brother Uncle Billy and ranching in Mason Valley. The Wilsons' mining efforts eventually yielded several $1 million. David Wilson died in 1915, a prominent local rancher and community leader. He is buried nearby in the Wilson Ranch Cemetery. A northern Paiute named Wovoka was raised with the Wilson boys and took the name Jack Wilson. He regularly attended family Bible readings and prayers. Wovoka started the Ghost Dance movement in 1890, which swept into the Great Plains with potent political force. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 255.